What are the differences between English and Italian fabrics, and which do you prefer? When I first got into menswear, I was a big Italian fabric guy. I like the expression, I like the boldness, I like the lightweightness. As I've gotten older, and maybe as I've collected more things, I've actually started to appreciate English fabrics more. Now, anyone that knows a lot about menswear or tailoring knows that the best fabrics come from Italy or England. But there's some key differences. Italian fabrics, a lot like Italian people, are expressive. They're bold. They like to be stylish. So they're usually lighter weight. They're much more flexible. They're usually more colorful. They can get funkier textures. Things that are cool, stylish. They have sprezzatura. They're very Italian, as you would expect. And English fabrics, similar to English people, not to offend anybody here, are a little bit more conservative. They're perhaps a little bit more dry. They're more rugged. They're more wearable. They're more practical. They're not as flashy. For me in my life, I prefer English fabrics now. I like that they're hardier, they're sturdier, they last longer, they hold a better drape, they don't wrinkle as much. And I've become less flashy as I've gotten older, so I've started to appreciate more of the history and heritage of British fashion. Whereas Italian fabrics and Italian fashion can be a little bit more exciting. So when you're new to something, you want to feel fresh, you want to feel sexy. Italian fabrics and Italian fashion can speak to you very quickly. But as time goes on, you appreciate the nuance. I think a lot of guys gravitate later in their life or later in their style journey to British fabrics. Of course, as with everything on this platform, these are my opinions, and it's based on what I actually wear and what works for me. And so much of this is personal, comes down to where you live, the climate, your lifestyle, your personal style, your coloring, etc. But I hope that helps, and I hope that doesn't offend anyone either. That's tough, though. Peace out.